Good morning. I am 3 days. Hold on. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I am 3 days post off from my gastric sleeve, and I am feeling pretty good. Just some mild gas every now and again. You have to make sure you drink things really slowly. So other than that, things have been really good. So this morning they woke us up about 6:30 and they were like, wake up, wake up, wake up, you have 30 minutes to get dressed, the driver is coming. He said that it's about a 6 hour wait to get across the border. So yeah, so everybody's waking up, you have to take a shower, they have to clean your wounds. And so it was like, why would you wait until 6:30 to wake us up to get us across the border? Everybody was just like in a tizzy, going crazy, and they weren't too happy. I wasn't too happy either, but I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You going to stay your tail in Mexico? Or are you trying to get back to the States? And I was definitely trying to get back to the States to my family. So it didn't take us 6 hours. I think they were just ready to go home because we were the last batch of gastric patients before the holidays. So I think at the end of the day, they were just trying to get us out of there so that they could go home to their family. So um, it's all, ouch, sorry. I got a little pain. Don't know what it was. Ouch. Okay, but I think they were just trying to get us back to the States so that they can have a free holiday, which it's fine or whatever. The only thing is they had told us to book our flights for after 12. So in booking our flights for after 12, well, I'm not scheduled to go back home to the East Coast until I'm not scheduled to go back to Georgia, I'm sorry, until the day after Christmas, because I extended my stay because I didn't want to get on a plane and fly after having such major surgery and risk blood clots from being, because one of my flights is about 5 hours, and that just didn't sit well with me. So my plans is to stay in San Diego until Tuesday. I think I'm scheduled to catch a red eye out Tuesday night. Today's Friday, and I'm scheduled to catch a red eye out Tuesday. So that's my plans. But in just speaking on the procedure in general and just letting people know how it was pretty good. I did get nervous at the last minute, and I was like, please don't let anything happen to me, please, please, please. But it was really good. The nurses and the care from the nurses were really good. Their pain medicine, that's the only downside to the entire process, is their pain medicine is, it's almost as if they're giving you aspirin, in which I didn't have that much pain, thank God. Most of my pain came from, well, most of the pain that I was experiencing was from gas. Other than that, how people were vomiting and feeling terrible and diarrhea, thank God. Thank God. Like, it was just, for me, it was just gas. So that part is good. But the doctors and everyone, I was supposed to have Dr. Marcelo Hernandez, but I really, really think I had Dr. Alvarez, something like that. I really think, because I didn't see Dr. Hernandez. Dr. Alvarez, I apologize to pronounce his name wrong. I originally was supposed to have him, but then I read some of the reviews, got a bit nervous, and switched to Dr. Marcelo Hernandez, in which I never met him. So, I mean, when you're under, you don't know who's working on you. So I really can't say for sure whether or not I had Dr. Hernandez. That's the only down part. But I did come out. Thank God. I believe that I'm okay. I do plan to follow up with my private physician when I get back to Georgia, just to make sure everything is okay, and then to see whatever test they can run. I do have my leak test. They do send you home with a copy of your leak test, a copy of your x-ray from your leak test. So I do plan to follow up with my private physician just to make sure everything's okay. We do still have, we have one open wound in which I can't show you now. I'm in my hotel lobby waiting to be put in my room. But for those of you who aren't, scroungy, I can show you. I have one open wound, which is from my tube that was in, and so my drain tube, and then I have four incisions that are sewn up. So one that's open and four that's sewn up. The tube wasn't bad, it was just the pressure. And the thing with mine was my body had started to heal with the tube inside, so it was like, it took a little more for them to get it out. It wasn't pain, it was just uncomfortable, because they're pulling this tube out of you, and it's so freaking long. Oh my gosh. So yeah, but no complaints though. No complaints there. Like I said, my biggest complaint is the pain medicine. I wish they had something a bit stronger. My roommate complained about that. Sorry. I was in a rush, so I'm not lotioned up like I was supposed to. But my roommate, that was her biggest complaint, was the pain medicine. For me, I just honestly, I don't know if, like, I'm spiritual, so I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, just that everything runs smoothly and be okay. So I prayed a lot, I will say, and I had my Gastric chewables because I couldn't find the strips. They recommend the strips, but I couldn't find the strips, and a lot of people who were in the van with us, they stated they couldn't find the strips as well. So they got like the little remedies drops and 2 dropfuls. They're like for children, but someone said she talked to the pharmacist, and 2 full dropfuls of the little remedies drops, excuse me, the gas coming up, which is awesome. 2 drops full of the remedies took care. It's like equivalent to the adult portion. But other than that, things have been going really well. Thank God. I have no complaints. So that's so far on my journey. If you have any questions, you can let me know and I'll try to answer them. But so far on my journey, things have been pretty good. The border was crossing the border this morning was a little, I don't know. I run off of adrenaline, so it was super exciting for me. I'm like, hey. So as long as they let me back across, because, we have a president that's, so, but they did let us across with no problems. They just looked at everyone's passports, and he held the passports, called out the names, looked up at us. One person, he didn't have a passport. He just had his Georgia's driver's license, and he had his birth certificate. And he got back across the border. I was that much worried that we were going to run into trouble, but we didn't, thank God. So I would say I would recommend it. I would, but if you can bring a family member, bring a family member. I do have family members that were willing to come with me, but I just didn't want them to come. I preferred to be here by myself. So I'm an introvert, so I really preferred to be here by myself, but I really look forward to the journey ahead and dropping the weight. Right now I'm on apple juice and water. Right now my stomach can't tolerate really too much cold, so I've been drinking room temperature apple juice and room temperature water, which is good. And the thing about it now is just getting used to not eating as you normally would, because I'm from the South and it's not an excuse at all, but we eat for everything. So it's like, and I don't even think it's just the South. I think it's just the United States in general. We eat and we eat and we eat. And so now it's like you have to take on a whole new mindset to where, you know, when you're happy, you just don't go eat. When you're sad, you just don't go eat. You know, when you're up, down, like you don't eat. You have to find another outlet besides eating. We're gonna have to pick up an activity or something to help curve, you know, where we would normally eat. We're gonna have to pick up another activity. We're cleared to exercise after 6 weeks, so I do have a trainer in mind that I plan to sign up with, just so that I won't have all of the flabby skin, because my starting weight, my highest weight is 310. My starting weight was 301, so, and my goal weight is about 175, 180. I don't want to get too small. My head's too big for that. So, yeah, so I don't want the flabby skin, and I'm trying to avoid plastic surgery at all costs, you know? So that's life right now. No complaints, just plan to try to enjoy the process as much as possible, and get my money's worth and my daddy's money's worth, because he's already like, my dad helped me pay for it, thank God, which was a blessing. So he's like, I really want this to happen for you. You know, I want you to be healthy and be able to carry out a healthy pregnancy. And so not right now, not no time soon now. Let's say that I plan. They recommend you waiting at least 12 to 18 months. I, Ashley, plan to wait probably about 3 years, unless God says otherwise, but 3 years for me. So yeah, this is my journey. So like I said, if you have any questions, let me know and I will answer them. Have a good one.